I spoke in an earlier video about dexterity and the fact that I had spasticity in my left hand and various things that I did, but I didn't actually show you this. This is my little stress ball. You can see how soft it is. You can see my thumb going right the way in there. Got this and a harder one from Amazon as a pair. Few quid, I can't remember how much it was. But for me, just sitting there watching the TV and using this and rotating it in my hands, rotating it the other way, my fingers, then trying to use my fingertips to sort of spiral it round. And as I said in the other video, I'd watch what I was doing in my right hand and the finger movements, and then try and do the same thing. Now you can see how much slower that is, but I haven't dropped it yet, which is, trust me, step in the right direction. So it's just ways of, the great thing too about doing this whilst watching the TV is that you end up doing it subconsciously. So you start off by going, right, let's see what happens over here. I'll move that thumb in like that, and then I squeeze those two fingers together, and then those two, and then the third one, it gets difficult now, and then the little one and the thumb. That's a real, yeah. So let's see what happens over here. So I use these two fingers together. Now these two, you can see the difference. It's not squishing up anywhere near the same because the strength, and I've got to really think about it as well. You can hear stopping what I'm saying. Yeah, let's try and get that central. On the little finger, and you can see too on my right hand I can do that, then I can go to that finger, and then I can, but I don't have to use my other hand, whereas with this one I can do that and then move my middle and then do that, and then it gets really awkward. I can't try, I have to hold it and move that finger in position, and then the same for the little finger. So that is significant process, because when I first started doing this, I used to drop the sodding thing and I just rolled across the floor, but I then go crawling after it and get down on the floor and get up off the floor, and that was also good physiotherapy. So something like this, as simple as this and as cheap as this, just a few quid. The other thing is, I think technically it's called therapy putty, but you can find it, similar substance anyway, called silly putty or whatever. It's a kids thing, and it doesn't drip, but it's like plasticine. If you're old enough to know, like I am, what plasticine is, it's like that, but it's really soft. So you can actually, you have to keep it in the fridge, because otherwise it gets too soft. So you keep it in the fridge and you get, and it's a similar thing. You can just squidge it around and move it around. You can make different shapes out of it if you want to. So you can squeeze it in the ball of the hand. It's obviously not round like this, so that's one of the benefits of this, is that you can use a round object if that's what you want to do. So therapy putty or silly putty, again, just Google it. It's so long since I had some, I can't remember where I got it from, to be honest with you, and I've not used it for a few years now. But that's also quite good if you have spasticity issues in your hand, fingers, thumb, whatever. So again, hopefully a handy little tip.